And thanks for watching this video. Here's a quick little rundown of how you can support the Agents of Sigmar.
You can check us out on Patreon. Go over there and have a look. There's links below, and you'll be able to get access to loads of stuff that you won't get on YouTube.
You can also find t-shirts on Teespring. Or mugs. Ooh. But they don't come with tea in.
No.
That would be bad for the postal service.
And you can also check out our affiliates, the Outpost below, to get all your GW goodness and lots of other products and
good
brands.
Discounts there, and we're affiliated, so we get a little something from them too, just for you going there. So please do think about doing that.
All the links are below.
These videos wouldn't be possible without our Patreon supporters, so thank you very much to them.
You guys rock.
If you would like to show your appreciation but don't want to commit to a Patreon, then do consider using our tip jar. We'll put the link below, and anybody who does so will get a shout out in our next video. And so, well, we'll get out of your way, and hopefully we are all ready for action! Watch the video. Bye. Hello, AOS fans!
It's the Agents of Warcry!
We did that without an effect today. That's very impressive.
Well, maybe I'll put it in afterwards.
Have you been practicing? Yes, hello everybody. We're back once more, fighting it out somewhere in the vicinity of the Valen Spire.
In the All Points.
The All Points,
ruins
yes.
of the All Points.
All Points at Pete. And since there's funny smelling here, and all points to Pete.
Yeah.
It's a bit unfair, isn't it? Anyway.
A little bit.
Sorry, especially,
I had a shower last week.
especially as I have no sense of smell.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh.
Anywho, moving swiftly on. If there is a stench in here, it's the stench of chaos.
Chaos.
And we are fighting it out again today. We still are, by the time you've seen this, the full game will be out released, so the Cypher Laws will be out. But at the time of recording, there are only 2 warbands available to us. We've got the Warcry core set, and we're playing our sort of 3rd battle tonight, which is just before release. So, like I say, when the time this comes out, it'll all be out, and you'll have all played it.
You'll be saying, God, these guys are rubbish. They don't know any of the rules. It's blatantly obvious if you read them.
I guess that doesn't stop us playing Underworld.
This is true. This is very true.
And again, tonight I'm playing the Iron Golems, and Pete is playing the Untamed Beasts.
Yep, they are the Untamed Beasties.
The Untamed Beasts, and we are playing our first battle in our campaign. Eagle-eyed viewers amongst you will notice that some of the scenery has more paint in it than
Starting
last
to
week.
take some coloration, as are some of the models, so we are getting there, slowly but surely.
Yeah, we're not one of these outfits who can spend all day just painting and
Sadly not.
setting it all up.
Stupid
Unfortunately, we
kids.
do a tiny bit at a time, but we have made some progress.
Getting there slowly but surely. And we have set up the boards.
We drew the terrain card, and we got the terrain like this. I've seen a bit of people going about not sticking the scenery together, and you can't make the exact card layouts if you stick it together in certain ways. How much do you feel, Pete, that really makes a difference? I think we may have touched this at the end of last time, but
I'm not that fussed.
To me, I mean, maybe it depends on what your playing circle is like, but Pete and I, it's just like, if it's
pretty easy
if
going.
it's an approximation of what's on the card, then that is fine.
I suspect that the terrain cards they put together don't have that much specific about them anyway. Because this certainly isn't a competitive game, and especially once you add in the I can't remember what the name of the term is when you're playing non-league, non-tournament, non-campaign type games. Narrative. When you're playing non-narrative games, you don't use all the cards. You only use certain ones that are symmetrical. Yeah. And so I suspect, especially once you add in the non-symmetrical ones, there really isn't any way of being competitive. So I think it just gives you a good idea. It's more like a guide, I think, to give you an idea of how to set things up, because I certainly wouldn't have set the board up like this.
No, I kind of feel like also things like if if there is a staircase here, then put a staircase there, and make sure they can get onto there. And if there is a bridge, then put 2 pieces of scenery and a bridge across it, rather than like it must be exactly 3.5 or 2.5 windows long,
exactly
kind of thing. But anyway, that's by the by. So we've set this up.
We have.
The next thing we do, I believe, is deployment.
We've got our deployment. So we have the Dance of Death.
The Dance of Death, my favourite dance.
Before that, don't we have to roll for initiative?
After the Lambada, of course. Yes, we do. We do have to do a priority roll.
So, okay, I'll do mine. The Beastie Boys get a 1.
So chances are I shall get priority.
Yep.
By a mighty 3.
So you now get to choose which one, or you get to choose which colour you are, and which one of us sets up first, I presume.
Yes, as usual, we have the situation where we're sat one round the table, so I will be whatever end.
So blue goes that way.
Okay.
So you should be blue.
Okay,
I should be red.
And I will let you set your men up first, I think.
Okay, so we'll set up our models, and then we'll come back in a minute once we're set up. So we are set up, and we have put down our shields. I've got my Heart Eater. I've got a Prey Taker and a Plains Runner there, and at the back in the field I've got my hammers, which is my I can't remember what it's called now, my
Harpoon guy.
Harpoon guy is pretty much what I'm going. But my first fang, another prey taker, and another plains runner. So my daggers, which is my beast speaker and my buddy tat, they are not on the field at the minute. And you've got
in my shield, which came out first. I have my leader, who is my Dominar. And then I have a Iron Legionary with a Bolas, who is the Drill Master's lieutenant in my kind of in my head, yes, in my narrative. So in my narrative, we are drill masters, and the drill master is kind of really the boss, even though the Dominar is the leader. And this is Boris, her second in command, and he is in this section. And then there's an Iron Legionary as well. And at the back here is Hammer Time. It's the Ogre Breacher and Jeremy Irons, the Armator. With his twin hammers. He's a West Ham United fan.
Oh dear.
Jeremy Irons.
Oh dear. So now we have to pick our victory, and our victory is blunt.
Blunt?
Yes, blunt. The players roll off, and the winner chooses who is the attacker and who is the defender. If every fighter in the defender's shield is taken down, the attacker wins the battle. Otherwise, after the end of the fourth battle round, the defender wins. So, for me, you'd have to take out my leader, a plains runner, and a prey taker, and for me I'd have to take out your leader, your Jeremy Irons, and one of your I was going to say missionaries, but legionaries at the back.
Run away, legionary, run away!
Run away! So let's roll off.
Roll off.
Let's see. I get a 3.
A 3.
So the winner gets to pick.
A 3.
Oh, it's tense. It's tense. It's a 1 now. It's probably going to be me picking.
A
3 again. Oh, there you go. Substandard, but, consistent. Story of my life. So, and the other thing I didn't mention, which is that any fights from the defender's shield that are within 4 inches of the edge at the end of the battle count as being taken down.
How many rounds is the battle?
And the battle round is the 4th round. At the end of the 4th round.
4 rounds.
4 rounds to take out 3 guys, which is easier than it sounds, I think, because I can run away!
It's harder than it sounds.
Sorry, yes. That too. And then we have our twist at the end. But I have to pick first. I have to pick first if I'm going to be the defender or the attacker. I'm going to be the defender, I think. I'm going to run away a lot.
I feel like the way it's set up, being the defender, is the way to go.
Possibly.
Because I'm going to have to chase after you.
You are.
And then
You're going to run away.
The way it's set up, I'll be chasing after you with my leader, which is a bit risky.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think you've probably got the rub there. And the other guys aren't arriving until turn 2, are they?
They are not. So our daggers don't arrive till turn 2. And then we have our twist at the end, which is dusk. Any dusk? Got any dusk?
I'm all out of dusk. Thank you.
Dusk. And the dusk is the ability. No ability or attack action can be used to target an enemy fighting more than 12 inches away in the first round, 9 inches in the second, 6 in the third, and 3 in the fourth.
Okay.
So any range attacks you may have.
12 inches is the complete fantasy, 3 inches is the reality.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah. So I think the longest range attack I've got is 8, and that doesn't kick until the 3rd round, so I'll be on the board by then.
Okay.
And
I haven't got any range. Well, I have the Bolas's and 3. That's the range I've got. So none of mine will be affected by dusks.
Okay. I think we've seen some previews of some of the warbands. Some of them have got like a range 30 bows. In that situation, you're going to be sitting there going, curses!
Yeah.
Curse you! Okay, so now we've got to roll for our initiative, do we not?
We do.
So I shall roll first, as I had sort of technical and stuff. Right, there we go. Ooh.
They all come out this time.
Oh!
Okay, whoa. So
A triple and a double.
So a full house. And a spare 3. What did you get? 3.
I've got 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh wow! Okay.
I have initiative, I think. So
Do you now?
knowing that I have initiative, I think I'm already going to say that I'm going to keep my wild card off to one side.
In that case, I'm going to give myself a 2.
So you got a quad. Don't like quads. I think we discovered in the last game that if you can, you want to take a quad wherever humanly possible.
Rampage!
Okay.
That's basically it, yeah.
So that's it, we're all done. Time for the game to start.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get to go first with my activation, and unsurprisingly, I'm going to move my leader. He's going to move twice.
He's got his leader.
He's going to move 1, 2. Run away! Round to the back there. So he's just behind the cover over there. So over to you, Robin.
So we're going to do a move action to start off with. 4 to there. And then I'm going to use my quad to do a bonus move action. Another 4 to there.
Ouch.
So I'm going to make my bonus attack first, bizarrely. So he is 3 swords. He has an attack of 3 and strength 5.
Okay. You look at the right one, because that's your leader.
I've attacked with the leader.
Is he only has strength? Oh, strength 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 swords and strength 5.
And
so
you're
that's
attacking
just,
my...
It's a double 1 there, so that's not very good.
Okay, but
so
you have wounded me with the other one, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's just 2 damage though.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
And hope for more 6s.
Much 6s, please.
Oh, 5 and a 6. So that is it's another 7 damage.
Ow! So that's 9 in total. He ain't dead yet, though.
No, so that's fortunate or unfortunate, depending on how you look at it.
So he's activated.
He has activated, yes. Thank you.
So I think cowardice is going to be the better part of valour here. So I'm actually going to make a fallback action with my plains runner. He's just going to go 3 to there, and then he's going to make a regular move action after that.
Attacking of opportunity.
Which is 5.
Wrong game again.
He's going to run off over to here. So over to you, Robin.
Okay, well I had a couple of options. I could have either used my double to give an extra move, and then I would be in attack range, but that would only be straight 3 and your toughness 4.
Yep.
So though I have 3 attacks, it would only be 5s or 6s. I just need to do 1 damage. But they also have, the Iron Golems have a special, which I completely missed the last 2 games we played. They have a special move, which is Throw Bolas,
cool.
which just does 1 damage if I roll 2 dice, and I do 1 damage if I get a 4 or a 5, and I do would be 5 damage if I get a...
Wowza.
Get a 6.
That could be very useful in certain situations.
Could be good. So I'm going to risk doing that with him. So basically, I'm just going to move him 4 inches. Then he's within 6 inches, and so I roll 2 dice, and I just need.
You want a 4, 5, or 6?
4, 5, or 6. Here comes the double 1.
Oh!
Double 5. So that's enough to kill him.
My prey taker is down.
The prey taker is down.
And that's one of my 3 members already dead.
Yes. And I am activated now.
Okay, so back over to me. Okay, so I'm going to activate my first Fang, and I'm just going to make a double attack with him, I think. Because he's got the range, so I'm just going to attack your boss man twice. So it's 2 dice for each attack, so 4 in total. Strength 4, your toughness...
70 hundreds. 4.
So force to wound.
You've got an SKP.
Oh... Okay, so that's 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
And that's him activated.
Back to me. Okay, so I'm just going to move, double move with the dwarf Pete down here. He moves 3. I'm going to move him down to there. Run down the back line.
Ooh. Okay, so my go. I'm going to just make a double move with my plains runner. And he's going to come up and over that, and round over to here. Operation Get Him in the Way of the Boss.
Hello, plains
Initiate.
runner.
And just so we're not confused, the plains runner with the green tag is the one you have to kill.
Okay, not the one with the orange tag. No switching the tags.
Whoa.
Why is that plains runner running in that direction?
How come they've all got green tags? Oh no, how come they've all got orange tags? No, they're all green, oh no!
Okay, so for the next activation, it's another double move. I've got a little pink tag on him there. Ooh. And he's going to go around here, and he just sits in nicely between there.
Cool, okay. So back over to me, and I've just got my plains runner left. So my last one, I'm just going to move my plains runner, just get over there and stand there as well. Just in the way of everybody. Stand in the way, stop the boss getting killed. And that's me done. It's over to your last guy.
The last guy is the breacher, and we've pre-measured. He's just going to run up to here.
Dum, 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 dum. Okay, so that's the end of the round. So, there's no victory conditions or anything like that, so we move on to round 2.
Round 2. So the other guys arrive now, don't they?
They do. So now we have to roll for the initiative for the second round, don't we? And it's got a bit more dusk.
Oh yeah, so you can now only 9 inches in now.
It's 9 inches, but that's still okay for me.
It's good enough for me too. So I've got 2 doubles and 2 singles.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Over to me. Ooh.
Oh, you've got 2 doubles and 2 singles as well, haven't you?
Dos doble, dos single. So I've got to pick what I'm going to do first, and I think I'm going to have a triple 3, and I'm also going to add a single at the same time.
So I'm going to give myself a triple 5 and not steal initiative.
Okay, so I have initiative, and now we have to set up our models, so we'll come back once we've done that. Okay, so we've placed our models, and I've got my dagger group here, which is a plains runner, my beast talker, or my beast speaker rather, and my petitet.
Okay, and my guys here, I've got my drill master standing on the step. She's actually 1 too high, but I'll move her, I shall measure from the right place. And I've got a legionary and a signifier clumping along here.
Clonk, clonk, clonk. So for my first activation, I'm going to attack with the cat. So the cat's going to bound around just to there. So he's just within an inch of you. Actually, it doesn't matter, so I'm just going to move him in a bit closer like that. So he's made one move and then one attack. 4 dice, strength 4. Oh, no 6s at all.
Strength 4.
And your toughness 5, aren't you?
5, yeah.
Right, so that's only 2 wounds. Man alive, you are tough. Okay, and that's me done, so it's over to you.
So I'm going to move, it's possibly a mistake, I'm going to move in my leader. So I'm going to move in 4 to the base of here, and then 3 up, and then just 1 inch over to there.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Exactly.
I'm going to smash your face in. Mind you, if it's 1 inch, you've got to be near the edge because your base is an inch.
No, that's true. Good point.
See the cheating? You see the cheating's on video. Okay, so my second activation, I'm going to activate my first fang, my harpoon guy. So he's going to move just 4 inches over to there, and he has a range of 8. Now I'm going to use his harpoon snag with my triple dice. So what that does is I make a bonus attack action, and after that attack action, the fighter that I target is dragged back towards me.
By how much?
By a number of inches equal to the value of this ability,
Which
so it'll be
is
3 inches.
So he will fall off.
He will fall
take
off.
falling damage.
So his normal attack is just 2 dice, it's strength 4 and your toughness 4. Oh, there we go.
So how much?
No 6s still, I notice. So that's just 4 damage.
Just the 4.
And you do get pulled backwards towards me 3 inches. Just takes you off the edge there. So now you just take the standard sort of impact damage now I've placed you, so it's just a d6. 1 damage on a 4 or 5, 3 on a 6. Hey! I'm glad I got you to roll the dice then. So it's another 3 damage. So the harpoon attack was a bonus attack, so now I'm going to use my second activation to do another regular attack with him. Ah! Stinky, stinky dice.
So I'm going to use my double to get an extra point of movement and move 5, which is just to the edge of the bloodstain there. And then I'm going to use the 3 inch attack on that guy there.
Ah, the plains runner.
On the plains runner. So it's 3 dice. Strength 3. So it is only, you've got toughness of 4, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
5 or 6s.
Oh no, I'm toughness 3 on this.
Toughness 3.
Ouch.
Okay, so that's 2. Was that 3 hits?
That is, one's a crit.
One's a crit, so that's he's not that great. So it's only 4 damage.
Only. So he's activated. Back to me. So for my next activation, I'm going to activate my beast speaker here, and she's going to move forwards to there. And I'm going to use my double, which she can use. Pick a visible friendly fighter with a beast rune marking within 4 inches of this fighter, and that fighter can make a bonus attack action. Nice. So the cat's going to make another attack, which is 4 dice, strength 4. So I do need 5s to wound you still.
5.
Oh, that's sucky. Right, that's just 2 wounds. And then she's going to make her attack, which is 4 attacks as well. Also strength 4. This is where I get crits, because it doesn't matter. No, but just 2 more wounds. Good lord, you can soak up damage like nobody's business. Doesn't help that I can't roll a 6 to save me life, though. Okay, back over to you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disengage my hammer guy there, my legionary, and he's basically going to disengage, move 3 inches towards Pete's leader, and then go up the terrain, which effectively puts him up here. It's basically a lateral movement of 4. So he's going to stand on there,
running away,
and that's his go done.
Okay, back to me. So I'm going to activate my leader next. He's going to take the cowards away a bit, but he's going to snake all the way around here and through the door over to there with his double movement. And that's that one done.
Okay, I'm going to move the ogre breacher. He is going to charge around here.
Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. Balances just nicely there.
And he's going to use his triple first.
What's that do?
Living battering ram until the end of this fighter's activation. The next time this fighter, in fact, he has to use it before he moves. I apologise. I could get around the wrong way all the time.
That's right.
Does it before he moves?
I'm not going to hold it
until the end of this fighter's activation. The next time this fighter finishes a move within 1 inch of an enemy fighter, pick a visible enemy fighter within 1 inch of this fighter, which is the cat. Allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability. Ow! Which is 5 in this case.
I feel like you have the better abilities out of the two of us.
What can I say? And then I'm going to make an attack action.
Ow!
I didn't get to use the ogre last time.
It's only 2 dice though.
2 dice.
Damage 3. No,
2 dice.
4
Strength
or 8.
6.
Oh god.
4 or 8.
Cat's going to get smashed.
So I really could do with a 6.
Yeah.
Or double 6 would be particularly nice. Or just 1 5.
Just 1.
So that is 4 damage. And I'll push you back.
Ouch, that's 14 damage. Oh no, it's not. That's not a 10, it's 5. So that's 9 damage to the cat already.
Yeah, but now you've snarled up the ogre. I'm not sure whether tactically that was the best thing to do, but...
Okay, so on my activation, I'm going to attack with my Prey Taker. I do have to move him because I'm just outside an inch still, annoyingly, so I'm going to move him to there. And I'm going to make an attack with him. He rolls 3 dice, strength 4, so 4's the wound.
Use the 4s, Pete.
Here's a 6, so that's 4 damage to your boss man.
4 damage to the boss man. Oh, I thought I was going to have to kill him for a minute, but it's not. I'm just going to do a double move with the signifier. He's going to run down, he's going to jump over there.
Do a backflip.
Yeah. And then he's going to use his las cannon to melt the building.
It's alright, I've got a refractor field. Okay, so my next one, I'm going to activate this Plains Runner. He's just going to run back into combat here. And take on your boss, because he's getting near dead, so I might as well go. So 3 dice, strength 3, so I do need 5s on this one, but a couple of 6s would sort me out.
Yeah. Do double 6. Or
Oh,
1 6.
just
1
1
5,
wound.
I mean, just 1 wound. He's moving ever closer to death.
And then back over to you.
So I'm going to move my signifier, who's here, and he's just basically going to run double move round, and he'll be behind the legionary there. It's got your flail caught on the building.
I hate him when that happens.
Thump.
So then I'm going to activate this guy, and he's going to make a little snaky run round to the side there as well, using a double move.
I feel like this scenario is really well suited to you in this circumstance.
Well, it's kind of why I picked being the defender.
If you were playing, if I was playing some of the flying guys,
it would be trickier.
It would be a lot harder.
Likewise as well, if you'd have had your ogre in your shield group and you got to pick, then you could be defending. You'd be like, I'm not even moving.
No, that's true.
Come and get me if you like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've got a charge with Doris, the drill master. She's going to basically run to here, which is a movement of 4. Oh. And then she's going to jump down here. She needs to make a roll.
Yeah, 4 or 5 you take 1 damage, 6 you take 3.
Oh, 3 damage.
Those rolling 6s are starting to haunt you.
So she's taken 3 damage, and then she got a movement of 5, so she's just going to run to there. Ooh, bloody flail again.
So my last guy, I'm just gonna move him forwards to there.
Okay.
Not really got anything else I want to do with him, and that's me done.
You can actually move on that if you want to, can't you?
I can, but I can't really think of anywhere to put him. So
Okay. So I'm just going to double move the dwarf to there. And that's turn 2 done. It's tense, but I don't think I'm going to win.
bit chaotic. So now we've got
Chaos in here.
It's chaos. It's just flipping chaos. Okay, so let's roll for the 3rd round. See who gets initiative. So the Beastie Boys get.
Oh, 3s, 4 3s. He's got a quad.
I've got the quad.
I don't know if you particularly want the quad, do you? 'Cause
I don't really know.
you're kind of more evading. Oh,
you've got.
I've got a quad as well. Rampage! If I can get anywhere near you.
Okay, so we both get a wild dice. We have to roll though to see who picks first, don't we?
Yes.
So I'll roll and I get a 5.
It'll be you then. 1.
1. Okay,
So I think
I have
you.
to pick first. I'm going to use my priority dice to give me an extra single. So at the moment I have priority.
Make this interesting. I'm going to use an initiative dice as well.
Ooh. Okay, so now we've got a roll to see who gets initiative again, because we both have 3 singles. Or 5 again.
Bugger.
And 5s have helped me.
6! Oh! I'm not sure it's going to make any difference in the reckoning, but I will go first.
Curses!
Right, so I'm going to basically use my first move to activate my legionnaire there, my legionary, not legionnaire, and we've measured it up, he's basically going to run to the end, jump off. I might die. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I can't die. I can't die. I can go to 1 wound left.
Brilliant.
I can go to 1 wound left.
Oh no, he's okay.
Okay, he's okay.
So slap back on the floor in front of my boss, who's like, "What the frick?"
And he's basically just got 2 dice.
Oh,
Strength 3, he gets
toughness 4.
so he needs 5s or 6s. Double 6, double 6, double 6, 1 5.
No, just 1 5.
Just so that's 1 damage. Take that. Boink.
Just like this massive run up, and then dink. So I'm going to activate my Prey Taker over here. Prey Taker. And he's just going to take 2 stabs at your leader. So it's 3 attack dice, strength 4. Oh, there's a 6, that's 4 wounds.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, I've taken him out. Okay. And then for my second activation, I'm just going to move him forwards then.
Okie dokie. I'm going to swing back at you with the Bolas guy over there, Legionnaire with bow gas.
The worst kind of gas.
Yes. So I'm going to just use the Bolas.
Okay.
3 damage. 3 swords, 3 strength, so it's 5s or 6s, isn't it?
It is.
What, just one?
Just one?
Just 1 damage.
And you can make a second attack at him?
Oh, I can do, can't I? Yes, I will. Thank you. I forgot that. Oh, 3 damage.
3 more damage, so 4 damage. Also worth pointing out that in round 3, Dusk is now 6 inches. Like I said, I'm going to activate my first Fang, and he's going to attack your Bolas chap twice. So it's 2 dice, and it is strength 4. Nothing on the first one. My dice have been rubbish. Oh, they hurt me. That's 4 wounds, because I didn't get any crits.
On the Bolas guy.
Yep.
So I'm just going to do a double move to there.
So I'm going to try my luck with my planes runner here, and he's just going to move to there, and then he's just going to make a single attack against your Legionnaire there. So 3 dice, strength of 3, so I do need 5s to wound. No! Fantastic!
To kill him. So I'm just going to move the dwarf 6 inches to the crease, isn't it?
Just past.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move my Beast Speaker, I'm going to move over here, but I'm going to make sure I stay away from your dwarf, because if I get within an inch of your dwarf, then I have to attack him, and I want to attack your Legionnaire instead,
okay.
Which is what I'm going to do. So she's going to attack with her whip, which is, well, it's more like a flail thing. So it's 4 attacks, strength 4, so I do need 5s. Oh!
It's like that game where I wanted to score martyred.
Yeah, it's frustrating for both parties.
The person!
Just kill somebody!
So I'm just going to move the legionary over to here.
So I'm going to use my rampage on my boss. So I'm going to use my free move just to move around a little and get closer to you, because you do have to end closer than when you started. And then I'll make his attack, which is 4 attacks, strength 4. So I do need 5s. There's a 6!
Creamed him across
So
there.
he has been turned into a red splotchy mist.
Okay, you've killed him. He's
There are
dead.
all my 6s. Could have done with a bit more of a, you know.
So you've got 2 movements left.
So I have 2 movements left, yes. And I'm going to use my other 10 inches to just run it around. Over to that side over there.
I'm going to do a double move with Queenie here.
Doris Deathbringer.
Doris Deathbringer, and she's going to go over there and on this handily paste token there. But that's not the end of her turn, because I have this quad remaining. So I'm going to use my quad and go on a rampage! And use a bonus move action to come within an inch of your hero. There.
Leave me alone. And then she's making 1 bonus attack.
She's making 1 bonus attack, so she rolls 4 dice at strength 4.
Oh god. Ooh, you've got sucky dice like me.
Very cinematic thing, but I love about this game. How cinematic it is.
And then
She
suddenly
sprints 3/4 length of the battlefield and then just whiffs it.
just completely missed. Trips over the chain that's wrapped around her legs because she was in such a hurry to get across. So I'm just going to move this guy. He's just going to run up just to the edge there. He's just going to keep an eye out for anything coming hurtling towards him that might be ogre shaped, and then get ready to pelt it basically.
Right, so I'm going to use my ogre. It's got 2 attacks. He's going to attack the cat.
Cat's going to get smooshed.
It's, 8 damage.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, so I had 9. I had 9, so it's up to 17 damage now. Ouchie. And then it's just me with the cat left
I
to
haven't
attack
actually
back.
looked at how many glory points you get for things. I probably ought to be just giving up on the trying to complete the objective, just trying to kill people.
Yeah, yes, yeah. We're just going for the
probably
main
get
thing.
more glory points for killing people.
So it's back over to me, and the cat's going to attack your back. So it's 5s to wound. Hurrah! 2 wounds.
Ow!
Oh, you slightly scratched my shin. I think it was more the tusk that sort of scratched your shin plate as you stomped on his skull. Smash, 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 crunch, 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 meow. So that's the end of round 3.
Round 3, we're going to round 4. So basically, I'm very unlikely to win. But you never know.
Great. You never know with my dice. Okay, so round 4, let's roll. The Beastie Boys get
Doubles. Two of each, isn't it?
2 doubles, 2 threes and 2 twos.
And I've got 1, 2. Oh, I've got initiative at the moment. Oh no, initiative. But I don't have a quad, which you might be slightly relieved about.
So you have to pick what you want to do with your singles first.
I'm going to give myself a triple.
Good for you. I'm going to also give myself a triple as well. So I still have only 2 singles and you have 4, so you win the initiative.
So I will go first. I'm going to move my dwarf. He's just got to go and then attack you.
Ow.
Don't know what happens now about disengaging. I don't know how that works with 2. I don't know whether you can still disengage.
I can, I just still have to be more
right.
further away from you than I was before, which I can sort of do.
Rolls 4 dice. Straight 4.
Toughness 4. Oh, just the 1.
Just 1.
How many wounds?
1
is that?
damage.
Just 1 wound.
Boo! Boo to Jeremy!
Jeremy, you suck. So as the cat's very nearly dead, I'm just going to activate the cat and make 2 lots of attacks at your ogre. So it's 4 attack dice, strength 4. So we need 5s to wound. Nothing. Second one.
We've got a 6.
It's a 6, so that's 5 wounds to him. And that's it, he's done.
Sorry, so I'm going to attack with Flower Guy, and he's going to try or Legionary with Bolas, and he's going to roll 3 swords, strength 3. And do nothing.
Well, I'm toughness 4, so nothing on the first one.
Okay, and then I'll try again. So
2.
2, so it's 2 damage.
2 damage to him. Okay, so I'm up to 6 wounds now. Ouch. So onto my activation. I'm going to move my Beast Speaker over this way a bit. And I'm going to have a slap at your dwarf. So, Beast Speaker, it's 4 dice, strength of 4. Oh, so 1 wound, that's only 1 wound.
On the dwarf.
On the dwarf. And I'm going to then use my triple to give my cat an extra attack using my Beastmaster ability, which pick a visible friendly fighter with the beast mark within 4 inches. They can make a bonus attack action. So the cat's going to have another bite at the ogre. Ooh, just one wound there, so 2 more wounds caused.
I feel like I probably should have taken the cat out sooner, but I kind of wanted to give the ogre a chance to maybe do something significant, but I don't think he can.
I don't think the cat's really been able to do very much anyway. So.
No. So I can't. If I disengage, I can't get. I can only get to here, so I can't attack you over there.
No.
So I'm going to try and do something vaguely heroic with the ogre. So the ogre's going to have an attack. At least 3s or more, doesn't he?
On the pussycat.
On the pussycat. That's a
Smashed.
crit.
1 smashed cat.
Okay.
The cat did not come back the very next day.
Okay. So then I will just move. I'm going to declare my triple. Just move to here.
And that's using his living battering ram to do.
Yeah, it does 3 damage.
3 damage to the Beast Speaker.
Yeah.
And the Beast Speaker says, ouch, in Beast. Which muchly sounds like ouch. So I'm going to use my double, which will add 1 to my move characteristic for this fighter until the end of their activation. And I'm just going to move my boss. So I'm going to disengage 3 inches, sort of over there a bit. So I'm an inch away from you. And then he's going to move 6 inches round to under there.
Is he 4 inches away from the edge?
He should hopefully be.
He is.
He is 4 inches away from the edge.
Okay. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm just going to activate her. She's just going to chase after him.
Come here!
And she's going to roll her dice and hopefully get a quadruple
What's
6.
her range?
3. I don't
So you
even
don't even need to move, you could just do a double attack from where you were.
Oh yeah. Can I? Can she within 3 inches? Thank you. Thank you for that, Pete. Well, in that case, if that's okay, we'll just do a double attack. So what I really need lots and lots of dice. I've lost a card this year, so she's rolled 4 straight. She's 4 dice straight 4.
Oh, okay. I could regret this now.
So it's
2 regular wounds. How many is that?
That is 2. That's 4
Okay.
together. So how many
2 each.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's up to 6.
So if I get 4 6s, I'll kill him. Or get nothing at all.
We
That's
could miss
twice he's got
everything.
nothing at all.
I'd feel more sympathy for you, but my inability to roll sixes the entire game.
You rolled 3 in one roll.
What,
If
you
I'd
one
done
roll?
that,
I
you'd
didn't want that.
If I'd have just done that, you'd have been weeping.
Didn't want that in one roll, though. So I'm going to attack with my Praetor. I'm going to activate him and make 2 attacks against your bolus-wielding legionary. So it's 3 dice normally, so I'll roll all 6 in one go. Strength of 4. Ooh, there's a 6. So that's 4. That's 8 wounds in total.
Killed him. That's enough to kill him.
In fact, it's more than that because it's 4 and then it's another 6. So he's been choppinated. Okay, so over to you.
Okay, well, my guy is going to attempt to return the favour there. He rolls 3 dice, strength 4.
Okay, so 4's to wound. You haven't got to do a lot to kill him. Ooh, what's the damage?
4.
That is enough to kill him.
Ooh.
He's taken down as well. Okay, then I'll attack back with my first fang, I think. So he rolls 2 normally, so I'll roll both attacks at once. Strength 4. Hurrah, so that's some 4 wounds to him.
4. I'm not sure you can even really do this, but he's just going to jump onto there.
I use spring attack!
I'm in the stockade. I don't think you can do it because you have to move. He'd have to move to there. Actually, he might be able to because he's got a movement of 5.
Possibly,
No, 4 actually.
but
So
you
he
know
might
what?
be able to.
Close enough, and we don't really care at this point.
No, exactly.
I can't do much more, but I'm just going to charge in with my
If you've
planes
got a
runner
double
here.
crit, you might kill him.
Well, there is a small chance. He rolls 3 attacks,
Okay.
so
And what's
it's
his
3
crit?
damage on each.
3.
So 9 total,
So
possibly.
you can't kill him.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he'll make his attacks and effectually sort of at you. So he does do 2 damage.
Okay.
There's no point in me activating either of my last 2 planes runners because I don't think I can do enough damage to either of your guys, or I'm in even range.
Right.
So that's the end of round 4.
So you are the winner.
Well done, Robin. Well done. Good
Well
game.
done, you. Yes. I wasn't overly impressed with that game. I really enjoyed the other 2, but maybe that's because I lost and I didn't lose those 2.
This game's rubbish. I don't like playing when I lose.
Yeah, I suppose it's just. I think it would have been a more evenly contested game with different warbands, maybe. And I think
Possibly.
really I kind of knew from the very outset, unless I got some really lucky rolls, I wasn't going to win.
It was going to be tricky. It was an uphill battle for you because I
Yeah.
had the speed and
The scenery. I mean that
Yeah,
scenery placement
getting
there, I
around that scenery.
couldn't get past it.
and getting this point sort of blocked off.
Because actually, if there was
with
less
cat.
scenery, I might have had a chance.
Yeah, because you could have come straight at me,
Yeah.
and I would have had less ability. Because even though you're slow, those double moves and those double dice to add one to your move can really speed you up quite
Yeah.
quickly, as was shown by Doris. She rocketed across the field, so she did really
She got
well.
3 moves in.
Yeah, so
And she moves 15. That's 15 inches.
yeah,
Which is quite.
which can really add up
Yeah.
very quickly. So,
Whereas the ball's only 22 inches. No, it's 22 inches wide.
but your basic legionnaires are tough as.
They are.
I mean, they're toughness 5 normally, and I think
Yeah.
you've got an ability on that guy with a double or a triple, which gives them another +1 toughness as well.
There is. So I don't know what would have happened if I'd won the roll off, and I would have probably chosen to defend.
Yeah, and they just stood there and gone, "Come on then."
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure because you did kill some.
Yeah.
I think I would have had to have been a bit circumspect, but I suppose I probably would have just pulled back and then got the breacher in the way, and then these guys would have been much closer actually, because these guys, apart from the lady who did get all the way over there, she didn't really do very much, even though she did get over there. These guys who came on here did nothing. They ran that way a bit.
yeah,
I mean,
they
he
did.
killed somebody at the end there, but he did nothing. Now we actually got to resolve the.
We had to resolve our campaign, yes. So the actual victory conditions were blunt, which meant that you had to kill all of my shield unit, which you did not do. So I count as winning the battle. So, Robin,
So
what
you
does
say.
that mean?
That means, Pete, you have to make the tea.
Damn!
So there are 7 steps in the aftermath sequence. We go
7?
into the aftermath sequence.
7?
And we have to do it immediately, and both players have to be present.
Okay.
It's very specific on that. Earn and spend glory points. Took part in a campaign battle.
I did.
1 glory point.
Woo!
1 each. The leader of your opponent's warband was taken down.
Oh, yeah,
You get an extra point.
2.
At least 1/3 of the fighters in your opponent's warband were taken out. You got that as well.
3.
I didn't have any. I get 3.
So you get that as well.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 points and I've got 3.
Won the glory, and then the other things don't count, which are basically 2/3, or all of them. There's an extra glory point for each of those, and then won the battle.
So I get 4
It's
and
5.
you get 2.
It's 5.
It's 5?
It's 5.
So I'm up to 8.
Yeah, 8
And you've
two.
got 2.
8-2. Yeah.
Sucker!
Ho ho, bloody ho!
Having known those conditions, you might have run your leader away.
Yes, I probably would have done. Oh, that's only worth 1 glory point.
That's true. That is true.
It's only worth 1 glory point. What I might have done is just decided trying to kill you, just tried to take out 2/3 of your mid.
Well, yeah, that possibly might have been a better place to go in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I might have even been better, for example, going for that guy rather than trying to get your lead, trying to take your leader out.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Who knows? I don't think it would have made much difference. I mean, winning the battle is worth 5 times more than everything else.
That is
so
true.
At best,
yeah.
I would have got. I wouldn't have killed all of you.
No.
So at best, I would have got 1 extra glory point. So there wasn't much I could do there really. I could have not let you kill my leader. So you would have been, it would have been a slight. But anyway, that's by the by. So you can choose to spend your glory points now. You can choose to spend glory points straight away to dominate an area of territory, but I think you need 10 to do that.
Yes, I think I do need 10.
You can reinforcements. You can choose to spend their glory points before picking their warband for a campaign battle if their warband has less dominated territory than their opponent.
So neither of us have dominated territory, so we can't do that either.
And you can use 1 glory point or 3 glory points to increase it by 50 or by 100.
But I can't do that in a minute anyway.
Exactly. So. Additional search roll. You can choose to spend glory in search of for lesser artifact step. To do so, you can spend 3 glory points to make an additional search roll upon the lesser artifacts table.
I shall not. I'm going to hoard all my glory, I think. I'm going to keep all 8.
And then we have to make injury rolls.
Okay.
If a fighter from your warband was taken down in the battle, there is a chance the wound received. So this is the second step. So that was the first step. This is the second step. Make injury rolls. If a fighter from your warband was taken down in the battle, there is a chance the wounds received will be fatal. The fighter will die. You must make an injury roll for each fighter that was taken out in the battle. To do so, roll 2d6 and consult the table below.
Okay, so I'll roll for mine first.
Okay, anything more than a 6, basically, they're largely all right.
Okay, so my first prey taker. 3!
He's dead. I don't think it actually matters because I think we can just reinforce.
Oh, this is a good point. You do start your warband with up to 20 people, so
Yeah.
that just means I'm down a guy.
Yeah.
The next one is for the cat, so I roll 2 dice for that one. 4.
4, lost favour.
Oh.
If they've gained any destiny levels, which they haven't, then they lose 1 destiny level. Otherwise, it has no effect.
Okay, so there's absolutely nothing for my cat. Yeah. And then my other prey taker is 7.
7 is fine.
Woo! Okay, so over to you.
Over to you. So for my
what
leader,
if your boss dies?
He can't die. He just loses favour, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll do it for the leader first. 8.
He's
all right then. Fine. And then I'll do it for Boris. Oh, Boris can't die. Boris!
Boris can
Boris
die.
is dead!
Dead Boris.
Oh no! Gonna have to promote Norris.
With first name Chuck. And then you've got a legionary as well over
and
there.
And the legionary has lost favour, so that does nothing. So that's both pretty rubbish on both counts there, but I can't believe Boris is dead already. If only real life was so quick. I mean, I don't actually mean dead, just out of office would be fine.
Okay, so we've done that. What comes up next?
3. Roll for destiny levels.
Destiny.
As your warband grows in power, certain fighters will begin to carve their own legends and stand apart as destined by the gods for glory. After a campaign battle, you can make a destiny roll for each fighter from your warband that was not taken down during the battle.
Ooh.
To do so, roll a dice. On a roll of 6, that fighter gains a destiny level. Mark it to your warband roster by colouring in a destiny level icon. A fighter can have up to 3 destiny levels at once. Each destiny level
Right, stop that.
gives the following benefit in future campaign battles. Favour of the gods. During a campaign battle, a player can choose to spend one of their fighters' I'm not going to do it again. Destiny levels to re-roll 1 dice during an attack action made by that fighter. A spent destiny level replenishes at the end of the battle.
Okay, so I'll roll for mine first again. So I'll roll for my 3 planes runners because none of them are dead. No. I shall roll for my big boss man. No, that was nearly a 6.
It rolled off.
I'll roll for my beast speaker. No. And I'll roll for my first fang. No.
Right, well I shall roll for Doris, because she's the main woman, really. Yes!
Oh.
Go, Doris!
Doris has favour.
She's so unhappy at the death of her son that, or brother, I think it's son, that she's got an extra destiny level.
What do you mean think? It's up to you. You
I
made
know.
out.
Well, I was just thinking, well, she might be a bit old decrepit if it's her son. Well, my wife couldn't fight on the battlefield. And my son's not old enough yet, so you know.
I'm not sure using our families is a very good gauge for chaotic.
I don't know. You live in Crawley.
And I will kick your ass.
Exactly. So Boris is dead. Malek, Bronze Banner, the Signifier.
Oh, nearly but not.
Okay, and then Dredge Pirate Roberts. He's just a legionary. No.
Your Ogre.
Well, then I was going to do the draw. I've got my list here. It's the Armator.
Oh yeah, Castle.
No, and then finally the Ogre, because the other legionary is dead.
Oh, nearly but not.
Nearly, but
so Doris has some favour, and that's about
Destiny level, yes.
Okay, so
Add
what's
or
after
remove
that?
fighters. We can now choose to remove any fighters from the warband roster and add new fighters if there is space. This step uses the following rules. Any fighter except the leader can be removed from your warband roster. If you do so, any lesser artifacts or artifacts of power that fighter bears are lost. New fighters can be added to the warband roster. The limits on page 64 still apply when adding new fighters. So I think you could just add in people in and out. It doesn't actually matter who's on it.
Yeah.
I think the death thing is only if you've got like 3 destiny levels.
If you've got destiny levels or you've got artifacts
yeah.
and things like that. Okay, well that's good. It means it's a slightly less headache for overhead and stuff like that.
Yeah. Search for lesser artifacts is step 5.
Okay.
There are many items of treasure that warbands may come to acquire. Some are much sought after treasures found in hidden vaults locked away since the Age of Myth amidst the ruins circling the Varanspire. Others are more common and can be bartered and obtained in the dark streets of anarchic settlements. After a campaign battle, each player can make one search roll upon the lesser artifacts table to see if they obtain any lesser artifacts. To do so, roll 2 dice. The first indicates the tens roll, the second indicates the units roll. This is also referred to a D66. Then look up the corresponding result on the table.
Okay, so I'll roll first. So my 10's 40.
40.
And it's a 42.
42. A chronomatic dial.
Ooh.
This strange mechanical device thrums with arcane power. When activated, it quickens the passage of time for the bearer, but its chronomantic magic is soon exhausted. The bearer can use this lesser artifact as an action. If they do so, add 1 to the attack's characteristic of attack actions made by the bearer that have a range characteristic of 3 or less until the end of the battle.
So to the end of the battle.
So
Nice.
basically, you do it as early as you can. But
Do turn 1, really.
yeah, but once you've used it, it's done.
Okay, so I've got that.
Chronomantic particles.
No,
So I really don't want a 1 because basically 11 to 16 is fail.
so 10's 6. Oh, that's going to be good.
Oh, 6. 63. 66 might have been some sort of expiring.
Chaos Spawn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A flask of Aqua Giranis.
Ooh.
It's another consumable found only in the springs of Giran. The magical properties of this water heal grievous wounds in an instant. Oh,
You've nicked that off me.
I'm going to take that to Blackstone Fortress and heal grievous wounds.
Not sure that works.
The bearer can use this lesser artifact as an action. If they do so, remove 3d6 damage points allocated to them. Whoa. And give that to the boss man.
I might give the chronomatic dial to the cat.
Should we not make a kind of
Cat will speak.
Oh dear. Yes, no other battle reports will give you slow-mo cats.
For good reason.
Yeah.
So is there anything else?
Oh, I don't know. I've shut the book now.
F***ing idiot.
6. Advance on the campaign progress tracker. After each campaign battle, both players can advance their warband on the campaign tracker by 1 map point and closer to the campaign goal. I don't think you'll forget that. The exception to this is if we were on a convergence map point, but none of us are yet.
No, we've still got a while before we get to those.
And then we can, if we can. It's actually the second after the next battle. We can both do a convergence, but we can't do the same convergence at the same time. So you have to do your convergence, and I have to do my convergence.
Okay, but by then we'll have some more warbands.
Exactly. So 7 is earn artifacts of power and command tracks, which again we can't do because we're not far enough down the track.
Yeah.
After our first convergence, the game after that, we can earn artifacts of power. So there you go. Yes, as Pete said, we will be adding new warbands and trying to kind of keep the campaign path in sync, because I'm guessing as you can spend more points, you can bring in thralls and stuff, so you can have.
You can, but bear in mind, the more
creatures.
once you have more territories dominated, then your opponent can start
That's true.
getting a bit of an advantage by bringing other people in. So
Yes.
so it doesn't. It's a bit like the underdog thing and stuff with Blood Bowl and other games like that. There's something in there to level the score a little bit. So if I do, so we will hopefully have, once some of our warbands advance a bit further and start to dominate some territories, then the underdogs will be able to spend some of their glory to buy either 50 or 100 points more when they're being dominated by other people.
If somebody's dominated territory, they can bring in a thrall. But then
Yeah.
I can offset that by bringing in
50 or 100 points worth of stuff, depending.
That's right, actually be better. I don't know how good or bad the thralls are. We haven't really looked at that aspect of the mechanic yet, have we?
We haven't had a chance to look at them, but a thrall is either 70 points for one of the harpies or 105 points for one of the murder
So
chickens.
they're not bad, then.
They're not bad. The murder chickens are a movement of 5 and 12 wounds, 2 attacks, strength 4. And the harpies they obviously have fly. They move slightly faster, 8.
Right.
They do less damage though, but they do cost less as a result. So
today, but I think it's still tough with the disengage. With being able to disengage, it would have been tough for me.
I think so, yeah.
Disengage, move away. Disengage, move away.
And then the Chaotic Beasts have some special abilities as well. So they have a double, which is Cow, which is until the end of the battle round, count each critical hit from attack actions that target this fighter as a hit instead, which is quite nice.
Oh, yeah.
And Crazed Flock, FLOCK.
Okay.
Until the end of this fight's activation, for each other friendly fighter within 3 inches of this fighter that has the same rune mark, add 1 to the attack and strength characteristic. So if you could get a group of Furies together, and then obviously turn them into a bunch of Crazed Flockers.
Crazed Flock. Is that when you sneeze into your flock?
It is, yeah.
It just goes all over the place.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's all up the wall and everything. So that's our first game down of our campaign with these guys. I was, I think, fairly lucky with the layout. The
favoured
dice,
you. I don't.
Yes.
I don't think. I think. But you played it well. You could have easily. It would have been easy to stuff up. I think. You kept out of the way.
I think if you brought your ogre around this way, perhaps, rather than around that way, he could have had a bit more free reign potentially.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not sure I'd have killed you. I might have done.
Possibly not.
And then you can just disengage.
Yeah. The only thing you could try to do is trap me near the back of the board.
Yeah, I could corner you, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But that's really hard to do.
That's the way it goes. You win
Yeah.
some, you lose some. You haven't lost any people. I mean, I'm the only one who's had someone die.
No, it's
but
true.
at the end of it, it doesn't really matter because you can just replace them on the
It only
board.
matters to say if you've got destiny points or artifacts. So if you gave your artifact to somebody and then they died.
Now, one thing I did like in Kill Team is you can get sort of experience for your lesser people. Your lesser group of people can get experience, and that gives them an overall bonus for all of your guys. But you don't get that in this one. Now, your individual people might get artifacts, or they might get destiny points and things like that. So you do get a little bit more individual improvement, but it's not too in depth. But again, I don't think that's a problem for us. We don't want too in depth, or else it will just do our heads in. So we shall see you next time in the Varanspire. Varanspire.
It's a terrible place. Bye.